Hello everybody, this is SeetherCord here, and welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video, we're going to make it a little bit more personal than we usually do on this channel. And we're not going to talk about like serious things, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. Because for today's video, we're going to be talking about a little more of things that are quite a little bit more personal in terms of things that get me on, if that makes sense. Because for today's video, we're going to be talking about some very attractive subjects, if that makes sense. Now, considering the fact that the furry fandom is made up of a lot of homosexual men, considering the fact that I myself am a heterosexual man within this community, I'm kind of the minority here. So there's not that many other fellow furries that I can relate to in terms of admiring the female gender. But I have grabbed together a small community of fellow straight furries within the furry fandom, and we have comprised a list of the hottest female furry characters in all of furry existence. This is going to be a very cringy video. I will not be surprised if this video appears in a cringe compilation. It'll deserve it. But hey, what the hell? Let's have some fun, why don't we? So yeah, don't look for a very serious in-depth analysis more so for this video. Today we're just going to be complimenting how hot these girls can be. So let's just get into it already with the hottest furry girls. Let's dive in. To start off with this list, we gotta consider the most popular and most well-known female furry characters right now that are buzzing within the community to begin our list. Now let's start off with the one that's kind of taking the rings at the top of the furry sphere right now, which is Isabelle from the Animal Crossing franchise. Now, Isabelle is known to be the main character that you play as in the game, the villager's assistant, and they help you with a lot of things of doing your chores and help you getting a lot of the city development done. So they're very helpful and very hardworking. One thing I really like about Isabelle is kind of her work hard attitude and kind of definitely has that little bit of submissiveness going on with them as well. Isabelle is definitely the definition of cute and submissive. So definitely for people that are the dominant type and everything, Isabelle can definitely be your girl if you want a lot of that chaotic bottom energy. Definitely very high on the list of rankings for furry subby girls. Definitely good job there, Isabelle. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of other female Animal Crossing characters that don't have any specific names exactly, but you got to give credit to the dog girl, the wolf girl, hell, even the elephant girl who's dummy thick. So yeah, Animal Crossing is just overall a hot ass game altogether. So definitely, getting hot here at the village. Gonna give myself some credit to them Animal Crossing girls out there. Love them. Now the next two hot AF furry girls that we're going to be discussing is from a very popular anime within the furry community as of right now. And that anime is known as Beastars. The first hot furry girl that we're going to talk about from Beastars is the character of Haru. Now Haru is a very short rabbit girl that Legoshi has very intense feelings for, which Haru also struggles throughout the show with her feelings for him as well. Now when it comes to Haru and her physical physique and her personality, she's very curvy for a very short petite girl. And even though she definitely gives off that submissive vibe with her, she is definitely a fighter, however, and won't take any bullshit. Now, even though she definitely has the physique for chaotic bottom energy, however, with a little bit of the I don't take any bullshit route, it gives her more of the lawful bottom energy. So, gotta give her credit there. Definitely a bottom, but not super bottom. The second furry girl that we're going to talk about in Beastars is known as Juno. Juno is a very tall wolf girl that has feelings for Legoshi, but Legoshi doesn't feel the same for her. She's very sweet and definitely has the vibe that you would get from chaotic bottom energy girls. But however, due to the physical physique, and actually if you see in the anime, her strength, definitely, she can make boys be forced onto the ground and everything. She definitely has to qualify more as a top, but I'll give her more of like a submissive top if that makes sense. So we're definitely going to have to categorize Juno as lawful top energy. Also got to give extra points for the helpless romantic as well. Definitely adds on to the submissiveness, yet still being a top. Now the last major furry female character that's making its rounds within the community in terms of fan art and appreciation by furries is the character of Loona from the animated series known as Helluva Boss. Loona is definitely the most aggressive female character we're going to cover on this list. She's passionate, she's fiery, she's feisty, and definitely fulfills the fantasies of the guys who are very submissive, and also maybe might fulfill the fantasies of the guys who are more dominant that might want to experiment with being submissive themselves. So we're going to have to give Loona the gold medal when it comes to top girls. So Loona definitely belongs in chaotic top energy. Oh my god, what is this video? Now, the next female furry girl that we're going to talk about used to be very popular within the community a few years back, but have kind of had their popularity within the community fizzle out over time. And this character is from the very well-known Disney film Zootopia, and the character that we're definitely talking about is Gazelle. Now, some of you guys might be saying, "Oh, Seether, what about Judy Hopps?" Well, at least to me personally, that racist Satan. But to go back to Gazelle for a second, Gazelle definitely represents more of the Latin flair that you would get with a lot of Latin American furries. Since they got Shakira to voice her within the movie, definitely helps represent the Latin American community of furries very well. And when it comes to them Latin girls, you know, got them hourglass busty hips. This video is going to destroy my career, I can tell it already. Now, I've always been kind of weird about showing my family my YouTube videos because of all the furry stuff. But this is the one video I don't want them to see out of all of them. Now, the next two characters we're going to get is from a very popular Netflix anime from Japan. And again, this anime has already made its rounds with the rest of the furry community in terms of their characters being very popular to draw in fan art or other questionable images. And this anime is known as Aggretsuko, and the two characters we're going to be looking at are Aggretsuko herself and her coworker Feniko. To start off with Aggretsuko, Aggretsuko, in my opinion, is pretty much along the same lines of Isabelle, being kind of with that whole chaotic bottom energy. But however, I feel like she has definitely that more of that dominant flair, like I'm gonna kill you if you piss me off kind of vibe, because you know all the death metal goth shit. So that makes it not categorized as chaotic bottom energy for Aggretsuko. So I would say that Aggretsuko probably falls among lawful or neutral bottom energy. Now let's move on to Feniko. That's Aggretsuko's co-worker within the show. Now she definitely has the build for a bottom energy girl, but however we gotta consider the fact that she's smart and is also very witty with her comebacks. So even though that guys can definitely dominate her and everything, they also gotta probably deal with her maybe like calling them stupid or making them feel stupid. So I would personally have to put Feniko somewhere in the middle between lawful bottom energy and chaotic swap energy. So with Feniko definitely being a more confusing character with whether or not to categorize her as a top or a bottom, I would say personally we would put her in the swap category, which is something very rare that you see with these female furry characters. Now the next character that we're going to look at is from a very popular adult Netflix animated series, and that character is known as Princess Carolyn from the show BoJack Horseman. Princess Carolyn works as the agent for the famous superstar character BoJack Horseman. She's a pink fluffy cat and is pretty tall for a female. She's very organized and self-sufficient and is very independent as a woman, which is a very strong suit. So after doing a little bit of analysis from her like personal physical physique and also considering her character, I would have to personally put her somewhere in between lawful and neutral top energy. So gotta give her pros in that sense. So you go, girl. Definitely a really great feminist icon in my opinion. Now the next character that we are going to look at is a character known as Cram Chi. Now Cram Chi is known to be someone who is involved with this channel quite a bit and is definitely a very awesome, sassy, and curvaceous female furry character. Now, as some people in the Discord server like to describe Cram Chi when they interact with her, they don't call her chaotic bottom energy, they call her crackhead bottom energy. So if you think chaotic bottom energy is a representation of the highest ranking for bottom energy, crackhead bottom energy overtakes chaotic bottom energy tenfold. With being all cute and spunky and everything like that, who wouldn't guess Cram Chi would be a bottom? So yeah, you go Cram Chi, great job. Don't even keep up with just that chaotic bottom energy, but also that crackhead bottom energy. Make room for more girls in the future too to hopefully get to the level of crackhead bottom energy as well. She's an inspiration to millions. But however, we still have one character left to describe for the hottest female furry characters out there. And I'm sorry to say that Cram Chi's not number one. She's definitely number two, but I'm sorry. There's one more female furry character that overtakes all of these hot female characters in terms of sexiness, in terms of spunkiness, in terms of satisfaction and delight and mystery and glorification of everything that's amazing in the world. And that character is known as Roz from Monsters, Inc. You see her over there getting your paperwork filed and getting onto you for not getting that darn paperwork done. She stands behind that desk and everything, and when you get up to her and you're like, hey, I forgot to do my paperwork. Wouldn't it be great if it all just blew away? And then she takes the metal gate and closes it on your fingers and you hear the Mike Wazowski scream of, "Ah!" If Cram Chi is the epitome of crackhead bottom energy, then Roz from Monsters Inc. is the representation of crackhead top energy. I want Roz from Monsters Inc. to dominate me. I want her to get up in my face, and I want her to get onto me for not filing my paperwork like I was supposed to. And I want everybody watching this video right now to Google Roz from Monsters Inc. Rule 34 art. For real, guys, if Roz was a man, I would be barfing out rainbows right now for him. Roz from Monsters Inc. also definitely makes way for some more of that granny or cougar kind of furry girls and everything. You know, you gotta give some representation to the elderly community out there because, hey, it doesn't matter if you're like 50, 60, 70 or anything or whatever age, as long as you can get it up, I'm just saying. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up my video for you guys today. How do you guys feel about my listing of the hottest female furry characters? What are you guys' preferred female furry character? Would you guys prefer them in the bottom energy tier or the top energy tier? Or would you like to swap it up and put them in the swap energy tier themselves? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Please consider joining me on Patreon if you want to get access to content that you can't find anywhere else. If you want to make just a one-time donation instead of a monthly donation, please consider joining me on Ko-fi. Also, please consider smashing that like button, turn on that notification bell, and subscribe altogether. Make sure to check out my gaming channel known as SeetherCord Games and my no commentary gaming channel known as Seether Chills. All of that will be linked down in the description down below. Again, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I've been SeetherCord, and remember out there, furry girls, we love you, thank you for your support, and us men will bow down to you as long as you keep that game going, girl. Everybody, take care. SeetherCord signing out. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, thick waddle dee. What the fuck? He knocks me off. Ooh! Grab it, grab it. Oh! Hit him! Get this ball. Oh my god, that was so epic. We finished the game on the most epic hit ever. The last hit was the most epic hit in the whole game.
I want to see that on repeat.
Did you see that?
Yeah.